show. Popping up and out of bed, we don't mind. Well, he's a demonstrator, isn't he? He's just showed his true showman's grit there.
Appreciation. If you like what you see, we've got to hear all about it. If you think it's a bag of, well, crap, you've also got to let them know about that. The Dado, plenty of revs on board at the moment, hooking into a few dollies. Well, I tell you what, the Dado hasn't done any tyres as yet, but certainly hooking in very hard. Hooks into number 2, Donut. We've got a few four-cylinder fans. The 2-litre Datsun doing its thing. Multiple donuts. Showing very, very good control at the moment. Good control, skidding from the four-banger. Give it to it as they come past, folks. So the 2-litre up and running. Really showing it into the donuts mid-track. The LH Returner. So 308, no small more power. One for the short fans. Sunday 22nd. Fashion Parade, of course.
Oh, and let me tell you, I'm the judge. I get to tell them all who wins the wet t-shirt competition.
Well, we're certainly hanging out for that a little later, of course. Well, hey, I didn't get into that. All right, the next contestant coming forward, and the T Cortina. So the Cortina's 6-cylinder.
Well, I can't see the Ford fans in the audience.
Yeah, they're... Oh, it doesn't sound good for the Cortina.
He forgot his oxy one, I think.
And I tell you what, I'm glad that the smoke is bright. Although I do love the cologne, Burnout cologne. I certainly don't want to be wearing it here today. And of course, as I've mentioned, folks, we started the morning over at the Carindale Shopping Centre and cruised on across to Darlington Park. That was a huge success. Of course, this is the first running of the summer cruise, and it only will get bigger and better from here, I can assure you of that.
I wasn't on the fun run this morning. What was it like, mate? Did you get a participant in it, did you?
Oh, look, I tell you what, there was plenty of happening, a little bit of racing here and there, and of course, we shouldn't really mention too much, but yeah, great fun had by all. Yes. All right, I can't see from where I am currently who's out in front. The smoke is billowing. Falcon there, I'm not sure whether he grenaded something or XR actually. No, can we see you for a moment, Greg Trapnell?
I think someone's also looking for Rob Trapnell.
Safety, what we're asking is, I mean, you can hang out and have a look, but of course, when they do come near you, we need you to just step back a bit because your safety certainly comes first before burnouts. Losing power for a moment. The people at the end of the strip, we just need you to source in a big way. We've seen the Cortina, the Falcon, and now another of the Falcons coming forward. Have we got many Ford fans on board this weekend? What about... Well, I'll tell you what, the Chev guys are the most boisterous so far. Hopefully as the afternoon goes on, we'll get the Holden and the Ford guys getting a bit more interested. Well, I tell you what, the Falcon, he's doing a pretty good job. Plenty of smoke being produced and very good control. So U21, as we like to call it here at Darlington Park, coming forward. What do you reckon, folks? Good, strong burnout. He's got plenty of RPM on board. Giving the cheer as he comes by. Looks very, very comfortable inside the utility there. Probably got the offspring tunes happening or something like that. All right, starting to shred the driver's side rear now. It's going to go at any moment. There it goes. Put your hands together, the XR utility. Don't forget, folks, you can also get your Summer Cruise t-shirts over next to the Rebels Car Club display. All right, one for the Valiant. Pulls it back a gear.
Not bad for the big tank, eh? Getting it around.
No, certainly producing a fair amount of smoke.
They're a big car to keep on the road too, like
nearing the Rebels posters for parade, so don't miss that.
That's it, I want one. I'm going over to get one especially now. Someone hold me, please.
All right, well, the VL Commodore now getting in. What a tidy looking Commodore. Very tough streeter indeed. Butcher, certainly one of the tidiest looking VLs I've seen. The hand out the window, not really producing a lot of smoke. Slower up, son, slower up. All right, that's what we want to see. Sit and bake it for a little while. So I'd say the 308 powered VL Commodore making his way through, and already some healthy marks starting to be left on our sorry for that. He's skid now, getting a little out of shape, and as I've suggested, as I've all right, with the utility once again. Mayo, 93 bricks, automotive from Wollongabba. Does he know how to build an engine or what? All right, it's got to have a V8, because if it hasn't, and I'll probably shoot myself in the leg here, but we're going to laugh. Why would you bother? Well, the big front wheel Chimera. How about that? Got the handbrake full on. This should be a rally driver. It actually looks pretty well at the moment, I think. Oh, Hooks in again.
Really come to grief.
Wow, the four-cylinder fans, put your hands together. You really have only been represented by the 200 beats so far, folks. The VN. I tell you what, we've only seen a handful of donuts, haven't we?
We want more.
We certainly want more donuts. There's no doughies, and of course the very small barriers that we do have to work with this year. All right, the HQ with the Chev on board. One for the Holden and Chev fans. We can share the honour this time.
More like passing the pun. Look at that, steady, clean. It's not missing much.
No, it's certainly not. Plenty of smoke being emitted also.
Steady. Oh, it's got it nice and steady.
Well, give it a rev, Nev. That's what I say. Put your hands together.
Just Bathurst or Darlington Park. Look at this.
Oh, my word. Hooking in the black HQ.
The rev limit in the ice. Just brought it back off it.
Totally engulfing all of us in smoke here this weekend. There is no better smell.
I'll tell you what, it's lucky.
Well, I reckon methanol that smoke's better, but all right, the HQ. I think he's just got a little in the second, in the top gear. That's the man. That's what the calls are from the crowd. That's the man. Put your hands together, Chev and Holden Crenner. The thing, and doing it very well, may I add.
Oh, the new Offspring tunes are...
Australia, I believe, so look out for him. All right, the Mustang into it. And he's had a slight delay, but he's hooked back straight in. Put your hands together. The Ford fans pretty quiet out there at the moment. Lock to lock for the eliminator driver. The next competitor comes forward, the Lime, Kermit Green Lime HJ. Very tidy looking unit. Got it through the pipes, so this is a true and tried streeter. Not much smoke though.
Another big one-wheeler, I think.
I tell you what, I hope these guys aren't like this in bed with their missuses, because it's pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's not, and they're not hard done by either.
Now he started to bake the hides. Well, the one-tonner.
Oh, we've got another one-wheeler on the way. It's got 8 cylinders and it's doing all right.
Yeah, it certainly is. The one-ton HQ.
He's about to pop something.
Oh, yeah, certainly doesn't sound healthy under there. Maybe a few bits of bearings going somewhere.
I'm glad I'm not laying under there somewhere. I'll give you the mail.
Well, I tell you what, he's got the latest billet wheels on this this one-tonner.
Oh, it is one tough one-tonner, isn't it?
It certainly is.
We're getting some dust flying over here, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting some smoke flying over here. And isn't it fun here on Sunday? Couldn't it be more a better day? And you're coming to Park on the 8th. 22nd.
Well, he's shred the arms are off the steering wheel. He's got the hands up.
Oh, beautiful day.
The steel belt is going to be a flying. To the gravel.
Please.
Please. Yeah. Can you tell I'm biased, ladies and gentlemen? Q. Starting to get into it. And that heckler over there, shut up. That's you, Mick. All right. The HQ getting it underway with without water.
Shouldn't need water.
Well, he's brought the RPM right down.
Defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Defeats the purpose, yeah.
second, folks, the HQ.
At least he's got the bravery even to get up in the the burnouts. So,
Yeah, that's the truth, Glenn.
Let's got it over the 4 cylinders and the 4s, and of course the Valiants. So.
Well, I believe he's got the full-size tyres under the rear also in the drive. So it's not like he's got the little 5 or 6 inch stockers on the rear. One wheeler though.
Come down for a cruise and said the Rebels need a dry burnout. They got no one else to do it. So.
I'll tell you what, who turned the fan my way?
Well, we're about to cop a nice shower. Underarms free, anybody?
Put your hands together, the Kiwi doing it tough.
Oh, nothing better than Eddie and the Cruisers in the background and some dirty old HQ holding to.
Well, you like what you see. It's only a 6. Your radiator is going, mate. Your radiator is going. We've told him. That'll do. It's getting hot, hot, hot. All right, well. So this would be a daily driver, I'd imagine. Not too bad a skidder, actually. Is this a really good song or what?
Would you go to bed with me?
Well, the VK, what about it, Holden fans? Oh, the tyre, it's on its way. Oh, be careful. I think you should grab a hold of it as well. Oh, I tell you what, the Dick Johnson, or we've seen it with a blown small block on board. We've seen it, of course, as the original 4-banger it once was, and we've now seen it with a Holden 253. It's had the Chev 400 on board. So the Datsun, or the Toyota utility. The Lolux. Darlington Park hasn't seen so much action in its short-lived life so far. And I tell you what a perfect venue it has proven to be for this and up-and-coming summer cruises. There's nothing quite like a V8 Ute. That's the Lolux mod. Ooh-wee, the XD. Doing its thing for the Ford boys. I tell you what, the Ford boys are pretty quiet here today. Come on, Nathan, say a few words. Take it home, that's a good call.
Nathan hasn't even got his haircut here today.
No.
I was going to say that, but...
And of course, Nathan, one of the judges, giving it the thumbs up. The 351 powered XD, driving its way towards the barricade. That sounds like a tyre coming. Oh, he's into it again. And absolutely banging the hides. Go the Ford, boys. And he's really making every inch he can make count. Wow, good skid from the Ford boys. I will give credit where credit's due, and that wasn't a bad skid from the XD.
Their dungers out here today. I mean, it's quite amazing, really, for this event.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Kiwi, for a fairly, pretty much a sleeper, really producing a good skid. Tell him as you go past, folks, if you like what he's doing, give him a nudge. He's got a passenger. Victor Bray, eat your heart out. The Kiwi boys, they're doing it in style. And I'll tell you what, the boys have got the helmets on. So the Escort. This car, I believe, runs 10 seconds on the quarters. Well, from the sound of things, it's a four-banger, and I believe it is turboed. So the Escort there, as I say, I believe it's a 10-second runner, and it's pulling a pretty good skid at the moment. All right, the dude in the blue shirt again. I won't ask you again, dude. So the Bryant-sponsored Escort, very tough-looking little car. And if it does run the numbers, he's got the Convoy Pros on it, so it certainly looks the piece. If it really runs the numbers, then I'm told it is one tough little car. Number plated and all, so it's a streeter. And on the skids, that's exactly what we mean. Be careful, folks. Motorsport is dangerous. Well, I put my hands together. Good skid. We really haven't seen, to my liking, as yet, some high horsepower. I may have just shot myself in the foot and opened my big fat mouth, because it looks pretty horsepower-ish to me from here. Good skid. The big block doing the trick in the LS Monaro. One of the Trapnell boys, the infamous Trapnell boys, I may say, with the Rebels Car Club.
Quite achiever or something like that.
Well, Glenn, your brother built the engine in this car. It is a TR Engines sponsored VB Commodore.
And look at that Holden product produce.
It is producing over and over again, of course, plenty of smoke.
Well, he's had his greasy hands building it, now we're watching it. What's it doing here?
Well, he's had a bit of a lull. He's back into it, though. From memory, I think this may even be a bit of a stroker.
Ugh. If striker's got anything to do with it, it's going to be a stroker.
Listen to the RPM on board for the Holden product. Put your hands together, Holden fans.
It's not also warrants the engines and TR engines that do a lot of the work to this car.
Well, starting to backfire a bit, and he's just pulled the pin and done a runner.
Down here, but he could do some...
Holden won.
Numbers up on the calling for them. Someone's had to get up and stand up for their numbers.
Well, we've seen one really tough burnout from an XD a little earlier, Glenn, and now there's another representing Henry Ford.
Well, I think the old Japanese Datsun's still up there in the top of the list that we've seen before.
And the Ford boys straight across from us, Glenn, certainly agree. Oh, lifesaver. The boys from the Ford John White engineering car are into it in a big way. If you're looking for a tough engine, listen to this one, because John White, Apple and Gabba doing the deed.
That's it, that makes it hard to the Ford engines. It takes a bit to get them involved and a bit to build them.
And the dude doing the driving, very comfortable. He's got the harnesses on, no t-shirt, quite a dude. I'm sorry, Glenn. I'm really sorry, mate, but I am inundated with smoke here. I can't even breathe.
That's why I'm taking over the commentary, because you can't see. He hasn't popped the tyre, but he's quietened it up.
All right, well, Glenn, we're just... And I'm not talking nitrous oxide. Yeah, we should be, but we're not. So the happening tunes of Soundgarden coming to us at the moment. And the driver very confident, he's got the arm out the window.